Okay, so we're back and we're continuing this idea of believing in your position and believing in the files. And this position is super, super interesting to me. I wanted to share it with you guys. It's another example of these positions where I feel like I didn't deserve to retreat. I felt like I had maximized everything and I was playing correctly. And that was what helped me find eventually the winning move. So let's just get right to it. So in this position, white is ahead in development. Black is about to castle. We can't really stop it. But the correct move should be to take on e6. The correct move should be to take and to put a rook on d1. So white takes, and knight e5 is a good move because it avoids any exchanges, puts a little bit of pressure. And now if white gets the chance, he wants to be able to play rook takes d1, rook takes d7 with a much better position. So here black castles. And I was sitting here looking at this position like, I mean, yeah, obviously I can go bishop g3 and okay, I'm still a little bit better, but after bishop g3, maybe he could play bishop d5 and black seems to be okay. Next the queen move, or maybe not there, but you know what I mean? He'll kick the knight. Like I don't have anything here. I didn't feel good about this move. And it's similar to the other position we discussed where it's impossible to find the move if you don't believe it's there, right? So in this position, I really wanted to make rook d1 work because that's the natural move and the move that I want to play, and I really don't want to retreat. So then I started calculating and I said, okay, well, what happens if I go rook d1? Well, rook d1, rook takes f4. I have rook takes d7. And I'll continue queen takes e6 and then win the bishop. So I would win 2 pawns. So then I was looking, I said, okay, then rook d1, rook takes f4, rook takes d7, bishop d5. But I have, because the rook left f8, actually rook takes d8 is check, so I would win the queen. So once I started to believe in my move and in the correctness of my play, you know, in this position, not overall, obviously, but in this position, I felt I had played well and rook d1 was correct. My opponent didn't, I guess, take the same thoughtful, didn't have the same thoughtfulness about the position. He immediately took on f4, and after rook takes d7, he blitzed out bishop d5. So he basically had miscalculated that this was check. So if you take the time and you put the work into the position that you believe in, you will be able to find a move like rook d1, continuing your initiative. And if your opponent is not matching you in that concentration and in that deep thought, he could just lose focus and miss even something as simple as a check, right? So another continuation could have been queen c8, but then after queen e6 and queen e7, it's actually just winning because we're threatening mate and we're threatening the bishop on b7. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this position. I was really happy to find rook d1 because it's just another one of these examples of you play your best, you play correct, and then you need to believe that there's a strong tactical move that kind of cements your advantage and like justifies your play. So rook d1 is that move. It's also believing in the open files, right? Because you just believe that if you put your two rooks in the center, you know, the tactics will work in your favor.